look, things happen. Being a police officer and seeing those kind of things and knowing that the next day it's going to get better and you're probably going to do something good, it's a good deal.
I do not know you, but I am your brother.
You do not know me, but I am your protector.
I will run into a burning building to save your life.
Though I do not know your name, I will take a bullet for you.
Though we've never met,
I believe in duty and sacrifice
of self.
Your family is my family.
Is my family. Your life is my duty.
What's going on, guys? Time for what might be the most exhausted episode of Behind the Uniforms ever. We're here on location in Texas. We just spent an entire day out shooting, actually a shameless plug, with these guys in force. We threw a bunch of fancy lights on fancy guns and shot a whole bunch of pigs out of choppers. Thanks to Enforce for sending us out here. We've got Eli Crane, our boy, the head of Bottle Breacher, sent us some fancy gifts. So we're going to have a beer to celebrate America. And in the meantime, brother, why don't you tell them all who you are and a little bit of a background on you, huh?
Thank you, sir. My name's Ryan Mason. I am a former police officer from Indianapolis, Indiana, in the greater Indianapolis area in Hamilton County. And now out of the job and kind of responsible for the helicopter stuff we did today, aren't I?
Yeah, what are you doing now with your life? By the way, cheers. To America.
America.
What are you doing?
So when I was a cop, I started doing aerial photography, and that kind of ballooned into doing some writing. And now I have my own aviation-related magazine called HeliWeb. Thanks, Eli, for the really cool bottle breacher with my brand on it.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug, but it's pretty amazing. And yeah, so for the last about 2.5 years, we've been building an audience and trying to get on top of the helicopter industry as far as breaking news and some really great photography, and we're doing a pretty decent job so far.
If you've never seen this before, the way that it works is we invite police officers, active, retired, first responders, veterans onto the show. They tell us two stories. They tell us about a good day, tell us about a bad day. The whole point is to show that they're just like everybody else. They just want to go home to their family. So where do you want to start, good day or bad day?
Look, a good day was always, I had a pretty unique tactical advantage that not many people have. I only know of another couple of police officers in the country that were, Australian, being raised for.
They were what?
They were Australian.
Australian?
Australian.
I don't know what that means.
It's
like down under?
Yeah, down under.
Got you.
Not
like you be straying on your girl.
No, it's Australian. Definitely a different whole syllable.
I got you.
But no, so I had an advantage being foreign, that it was something that would definitely put somebody offside in the fact that they were more fascinated by the way that you talked than actually what was going on before you arrived and why you were called. But definitely for me, on the good side was definitely doing the community relations thing, dealing with the kids, and recently, actually, in the last few weeks, one of the kids that I was mentoring, sort of on and off, as he was a kid in my district, actually just came on the police department that I was with, and is now a road officer in training, which is kind of full circle for somebody who was sort of on and off, a little bit in trouble and then not so much, but great kid, had a great background, and wasn't sure where he was going to go, and then he was pretty proud to call up and tell me what he was about to do.
That's awesome, man.
Yep.
Tell me about a bad day.
Oh, look, bad days were something that happens. It's one of those things that you have to learn how to deal with, and you've got to be able to compartmentalize. I would say probably a bad day would have to be road accidents are one of those things that come up. Drunk drivers never really had much tolerance for people that drink and drive. Drunk driver that hit a girl on a county road. She was 19, just coming back from her boyfriend's house, and I got there. I was one of the first responding officers. The fire department arrived, started trying to extricate her. She was trapped. The driver of the truck that hit went through four-way and hit her at about 65 miles an hour.
Jeez.
She was in an old Cutlass, white Cutlass, and she was entrapped. The driver of the truck was completely uninjured, completely hammered, drunk, and she was actually rendered a paraplegic at 19. Had the rest of her life ahead of her, and just because of some guy's thoughtless action, and just sitting in, as a police officer, you can direct traffic, but this is kind of out in the middle of nowhere a little bit, and she was just very freaked out. And the first thing I did, there was a broken passenger window. I climbed in that window just to sit there, and she asked me to hold her hand, and asking if she was going to be all right and reassuring her, but knowing full well that there was something not right, and just to learn that she wasn't going to walk again. It's a little hard to take.
That's tough, man.
Yeah, but look, things happen. Being a police officer and seeing those kind of things and knowing that the next day it's going to get better and you're probably going to do something good, it's a good deal.
What message do you want to share with America? And what does America mean to you?
Well, I think America means to me definitely is a nation of opportunity. Was for me, still is for me today. Still is the nation that has allowed me to do what I'm doing and learn new things and be proud of who you are, be proud of the country you live in, and don't let anybody tell you not to be proud. Don't let anybody tell you that it's not cool to stand when there's an anthem playing. Don't let anybody tell you that it's cool to disrespect the flag or whatever the flavor of the month is to disrespect. As far as I'm concerned, you live in a country, you come there, you assimilate to that nation, not that nation assimilates to you. That's not how it works.
So you're here legally?
Yes.
Cool. Just wanted to clarify. I'm sure people were wondering. Last chance here, shameless plug time. HeliWeb, tell them.
Yeah, my brand is HeliWeb Magazine, www.heliweb.com. If you're into helicopters, photography, cool stuff, flying helicopters, education and safety, we try to do as much as we can with that. And check it out.
I was not into helicopters, and this guy's now put me on a couple of them for the
Until
Real Man
today.
Show. God bless America.
America.